Good evening, and please stand for the presentation of the flags. You may be seated.
Welcome, family and friends, to the commencement ceremony of the class of 2021. We actually made it, so me, Ethan, and the whole class want to personally thank all of you for coming here tonight to celebrate this achievement of ours.
Through all the time this class has spent together, we've seen each other at our best and our worst. We really have become more than friends. We've become a close-knit family. Looking back on all the good and bad things we've gone through together, such as chemistry class and viral videos, state basketball games, countless Zoom calls, and everyone's favorite, character hour. This time has really gone by faster than a lot of us would have imagined.
But despite all that craziness, we made it out alive. And there was honestly no other group of people that I would want to struggle through this journey of high school with. And we really couldn't have made it without the support of our teachers and parents as well. So props to you guys. And again, thank you so much for coming here to support us. With that being said, sit back, relax, and please keep all hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. And please make sure to silence your phone so we can all enjoy reminiscing and celebrating our time at Maranatha together.
Please bow your heads as we open in prayer. Dear Jesus, thank you so much for this class of 2021. We know that we wouldn't have made it to this day without you. You have such great plans for each and every one of us. And when we put our trust in you, we'll be held through it all. God, continue to guide us through this next chapter in our lives, in our coming, in our going, in our highs and our lows. We love you, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. You may be seated.
Good evening. I'm Deb Larson, the assistant head of school, and here joining me is Brian Sullivan. Brian Sullivan is the head of school, and this is his last year. He has built this school from the ground up. He is retiring, and I just would love to give him a round of applause for his amazing work.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Sit down. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know I don't seem that old, but I actually came to Maranatha when I was 14. I was a child prodigy. So, but at this time, I'm going to dismiss Ms. Larson to really serve a very important role tonight at commencement, and that's to be a mom. So let's thank her also.
Daniel, honey, do you have your homework?
Yeah.
Laptop?
Yeah.
Where is your coat, young man? It's cold outside.
I'll be fine.
How about your lunch?
Oh, shoot.
And your science project? See, Daniel, honey, Mama always knows best.
Okay. All jokes aside, our parents do so much for us that we often take it for granted.
I think it's safe to say that we wouldn't be standing here today in one piece if it wasn't for you guys, our parents.
Thank you for all the sacrifices that you guys have made for us.
From all the money you spent on tuition that you could have spent on something else,
To even being our own personal ATMs.
to putting up with countless hours of complaining.
And all those awkward teenage phases that we went through.
Thank you for always helping us with our homework and all those school science projects.
And to those times you stayed at home with us when you were sick and making sure that we were okay.
Thank you.
We couldn't have gotten to this day wearing this gown and this cap.
Without your help.
Thank you.
To the moms, thank you for your gentle touch and compassion. Your care and encouragement towards us has never went unnoticed. Thank you for your big hugs, great advice, and just being there for us whenever we needed someone to talk to. Thank you.
To the dads, thank you for always protecting us and watching over us. Thanks for being our #1 supporters. You comforted us when we were scared and provided for us when we were in need. You've warned us about the dangers in this thing called life and guided us to where we are today. Thank you.
To my mom and dad, thank you for being such good godly influences in my life. I could never ask for more selfless, loving parents than you two. To my mom, for each and every day you put my needs before your own, you're the most caring, kind-hearted person I've ever met. And Dad, Thank you for every lesson you have taught me and for constantly reminding me to never give up on myself and God. From every lunch you guys made to every lunch you guys had to bring to school because I forgot it, thank you for showing what it looks like to love someone, even on your worst days.
And to my parents, Andrew and Paul, thank you for your continual sacrifice and support for me in my life. Mom, thanks for your care and love for me. You have shown me what it truly means to be selfless. And to you, Dad, thanks for always being there for me and providing for me. Your hard work and dedication to our family continues to amaze me. I love you both so much. Thank you.
And to all the parents,
thank you for your continued care for all of us throughout this long journey.
to all the extra hours at work that made it possible for us to come to MCA,
While still being able to show up on time to our games.
and to every other time you guys went the extra mile so that our needs would be taken care of.
Thank you.
You showed us how to be Christ-like,
And how to put others first.
how to be patient and kind.
Thank you for nurturing us in both our physical and spiritual growth.
Now, as we step into this next area of our life, it's time to put everything you guys have taught us into practice,
We promise to work our hardest just as you guys did,
hoping to one day become the same role models.
that you guys have been for us.
Now, life's not going to be easy. There's going to be many hard roads ahead.
But we will persevere and attack the giants in our life just as David did.
We promise not to be swayed by this world, but instead hold true to God's word and the character you guys have helped instill within us.
These last 18 years with you guys have been some of the best years of our lives.
But now it's time to go into bigger and better things.
But thanks to you guys, we are nothing but prepared.
So on behalf of the entire class of 2021, we would both like to personally thank you from the bottom of our hearts for getting us to this day.
And to make this day something special.
We love and appreciate you guys.
But most of all,
Thank you.
Hi, I'm not going to hold you guys too long. We're just going to let the music speak for himself. But we just have some music. Me and my friends back there are really passionate about music, and we just wanted to share some of that passion with you guys. So please enjoy our rendition of The World Is Yours, and just the two of us.
In the wise and moving words of Mr. Case, okay, senior class of 2021, we finally did it. Our time here would truly not have been the same without all of our incredible teachers.
From fuzzies to mini economy to surviving a pandemic, this senior class has really experienced it all.
Our time at Maranatha has been filled with tons of good memories and science teachers. We have had ample time to spend with all of our teachers, and some of them we can even call friends. With that time, we have also picked up on some of their tendencies and sayings.
We are so appreciative of everything that our teachers do for us, even when they can't even.
But Ellie, isn't it funny how even amidst a stressful pandemic, some of the teachers seem much more laid back and relaxed than ever before?
I have noticed that exact same thing, Ellie. I can't imagine what could have happened.
I mean, I've definitely seen this in Miss Long.
And I've seen it in Miss Ranking.
Boys! For real though, we are so thankful for you and your significant others.
And a shout out goes to Mrs. Osberg for helping us to be able to distinguish a ladybug wherever we go.
And for teaching us that no matter how tight our budget is, there's always room for Diet Coke.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Diet Coke? I think you mean poison, according to Mrs. Thill and drfaith.com.
Speaking of, thank you, Dr. Faith, for always feeding us, telling us that we're your favorite students, and teaching us how to fuel our bodies with energy.
Speaking of energy,
3, 2, 1, light!
there are many teachers that are not here tonight whom we feel deserve our love and recognition.
Mrs. Zimmerman, also known as Zimmy.
Doc, the karate master.
Mr. O, the fun-sized candy gobbler.
Mrs. Stein, the prayer warrior.
And Mrs. Leone, the woman who taught us to cast demons out of inanimate objects, like staplers. We are extremely appreciative of all of these teachers, even though they are no longer teaching here.
Now, Ellie, I think that it would only be right for us to formally apologize to some of the teachers that had us in class together.
You guys are the true heroes of this school.
Our specific condolences go out to Mrs. Ives and Mr. Isaacs. We were the actual worst in your classes.
Some might even say that we were a terror.
Mrs. Ives, thank you for teaching us that sometimes you just gotta put on your big boy pants and get your poop in a group.
And to Mr. I, thank you for helping us realize that sometimes you really do need to tape your eyelids open to stay awake during class.
Those were the good old days.
Speaking of the good old days, textile arts and theater in middle school with Mr. Ayler is something I will never forget.
Me either. We really learned how to be groovy and express ourselves. So thank you very much, Mr. Ayler.
And our last shout out goes to Mrs. Mayo for teaching us that as long as you're listening to Harry Styles, you can get through just about anything in life. On a serious note, we are genuinely so grateful for all of the teachers here at Maranatha.
And a special thank you goes out to administration for all of their hard work and dedication to making Maranatha the place that it is. We especially want to thank and acknowledge Mr. Sullivan for the many, many years that he has poured into making MCA what it is today. We know you will be dearly missed by everybody here.
We love you all very much and can't imagine our high school experience without you.
Thank you, teachers.
Ellie squared out.
I think it would be no exaggeration to say that the class of 2021 has proven their ability to pivot. After hearing the phrases, we need to be flexible, we're living in unprecedented times, and this is the new normal, far too many times to count. But don't get me wrong, there were some positives about the situation. We didn't have to constantly worry about our facial expressions thanks to our handy masks, and most of us were able to take advantage of Zoom, waking up and deciding we were just going to do online school today. The truth is, there will always be challenges and difficulties to get through in life. And one of the most important things I have learned, the class of 2021 has learned, is the importance of living in the right here and right now. When we were freshmen, we thought we had so much time left. I remember going to my first state basketball games with my now best friends, sitting in the stands, cheering on the school I had just joined. By the time sophomore year came around, we thought we knew everything. Most of us got our driver's license with a few notable exceptions. It's okay, Noah. Classes got harder that year, but we didn't care. Well, maybe some of us did about trig. We attended football, soccer, and basketball games. And MCA's first dance, snow coming. And about 5 of us went to prom. Last year started out pretty normal. We had powder puff and lost, but vowed we'd win next year. This is also the year that select few decided to join the AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. I mean, the Associates of Arts degree program, where we were able to take the first 2 years of college while still in high school. We learned and grew, living for the moment with no idea what was coming next. Every generation seems to have at least one traumatic historical event that they have gone through. For my parents, and most of the adults in the room, it was 9/11. For us so far, people will remember the first time that COVID truly impacted them. I remember when it was announced that spring break would be starting early last year. We cleaned our lockers and jokingly said, "See you next year." All of us fully expected to come back in a few weeks. Online school was unexpected, but was made better with friends, and showed me that community goes beyond just a building. During the summer before our senior year, the yearbook leadership was trying to decide the theme of our yearbook. Upon much deliberation and prayer, we decided on the phrase, "right here, right now." Looking back, I didn't realize the impact that these words would have on our upcoming year. Our senior year was filled with a bunch of didn't get tos. We didn't get a senior retreat, we didn't get to attend any sports events or other things, and most of us didn't even get to show our faces in class because of our masks. But to be honest, that doesn't matter. I can confidently say that given the opportunity, I wouldn't change anything about my high school years. The person I've grown into today wouldn't be possible without every single student, staff, and interaction I've had over the last 4 years, in person and online. And if there's one thing I've learned, is that time goes by so fast. Sometimes we put so much effort in looking towards the future or putting things off for a later date. But the class of 2021 is a living example that nothing is ever guaranteed. So my advice for underclassmen, do everything you possibly can. Join clubs, go to games, dances, events, and anything else your heart desires because you don't know if they'll be there tomorrow. Live for the moment and enjoy every single second of what you have of high school because it honestly goes by so quickly. I know most of my classmates would agree that even though we're sad to be going, some more than others, we're ready to take on the next step of our lives. We know not to live in the past or the future, but to focus on the right here and right now, because that is where the best memories are made. Because the person I am today wouldn't have been possible without crying over my interactive reader freshman year, sitting through AP US history classes knowing that none of us really had any idea of what was going on, except maybe Amber, hearing Mr. I talk about his thump and other traumatic childhood stories, going to daily bread and growing tremendously spiritually, countless unproductive study halls in the fishbowl, the time Amon called me a dwarf during debate class, even though we were on the same side, becoming president of student council and Miss Fulton's guidance in becoming a leader, Mr. Case's memes, and all the other memories I got to make. So thank you. Thank you to my classmates for taking in that new little freshman girl and letting her become friends with so many of you. I can honestly not express how blessed I've been by your friendship these past years. Thank you to every single one of the teachers, even the ones I didn't have. All of you contribute so greatly to the community that is here at MCA, and I cannot express how grateful I am to have you and your advice to help me get through these past years. Thank you to my parents for taking me seriously when I told you I wanted to come here. Thank you for all the sacrifices you made and for it to work out. Thank you, Mom, for bringing me food when I was stressed about homework, and thank you, Dad, for all the life talks you had with me when I was confused. Thank you, Ashley and Nick, for being the best little siblings in the world and looking up to me even though I had no idea what I was doing. And thank you to my grandma for always praying for me. Finally, thank you most to God, who has and continues to love me and allow me to accomplish things I never thought were possible. Like life, high school is what you make it. And I am so blessed that God led me here and taught me how to make the most of right now. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Jason Ekior,
And I'm Justice Perez.
and we were granted the incredible responsibility of presenting the 2021 class gift.
Woohoo! This is a big deal, isn't it, Jason?
I guess so. I guess so, since the responsibility was given to the two most responsible guys in the grade.
You got that right. All this responsibility is making me thirsty.
Is that a sippy cup?
No.
Anyways, thank you to all the teachers who have helped us through this very, very long journey.
We know we made it really easy for you, since we are the most gracious,
The most gifted,
the most successful,
and the most humble class to ever grace the halls of Maranatha.
and to show our very humble appreciation, we would like to bestow upon this sanctuary the class gift.
So, from the entire senior class, thank you.
Thank you, and good night.
BJ, isn't it amazing to say that this nightmare is finally over? It seems like just yesterday we were in 10th grade getting roasted about all the seniors at lunch. You know, I thought those sessions are called being bumps, weren't gonna end. I really miss those days.
You know what, Amon? I'm gonna miss them too. I love making fun of you. But I feel like those days weren't gonna end. Now look at us, we're getting our diplomas.
All jokes aside, our grade has grown into the most impressive grade I've ever seen grace the halls of MCA. I mean, we're not the funniest or the most athletic, but the most chill and most God-fearing class I've ever seen.
Okay, Amon, hold up. Even though some of those stuff are true, but we're here to challenge the juniors.
Oops.
Not talk about our outstanding class.
Sorry, love you guys.
Juniors, next year's school years is yours. You are the official leaders of Maranatha. It's your choice what to do with that responsibility. You can choose to slide down the wrong path and stop caring, or you can use next year as an opportunity to leave your mark. At the end of the day, it's your choice to make next year about more than yourself.
Our school has given us the foundation to become world changers. It is obvious that each and every one of you want to become world changers. However, in order to make a change, you must be the change yourself. You must demonstrate the difference you want to see. So juniors, BJ and I challenge you today to allow God to transform you into the change we want to see. We urge you to alter your thinking and allow God to renew your mind. Let today be the day that you partner with God and begin your journey as world changers. If anyone knows how nerve-wracking this journey is, it is us as seniors. So let me leave you with a simple advice. If you cut your chains, you free yourself. If you cut your roots, you die. Free yourself to become the change you want to see, but don't forget the place that it all started. At the end of the day, success isn't what you have, it is who you have. You'll always have MCA, and you'll always have God by your side.
Let's pray for the juniors. Dear Lord, I thank you for everyone in the junior class right now. I pray for peace over this next year, which is filled with many difficult choices. I pray that they are guided by you through the Spirit. I pray that there will be great leaders in this school and leave a legacy for all Maranatha. Thank you for all the leaders that will arise out of this class. I pray they will join us in becoming future pastors, political leaders, engineers, entrepreneurs, and doctors, and they'll use their gifts to make the world a better place for you. I pray that they'll be united as a class. In Jesus' name,
Amen.
Hey, Bob, remember when we were at Elm Creek, bro?
Yeah, and we thought we were on top of the world and couldn't be stopped.
Bro, we were the corniest kids out here, bro.
I know, and our fashion style, just like everyone else when they were younger, was horrible.
I'm so glad we can finally graduate.
I know, I'm just gonna miss all these amazing teachers and deep dish pizza.
Oh, man, that deep dish pizza, bro. We've gone through so much at this school, but I'm glad to say that the hard work has finally paid off.
Hard work? I mean, I guess you count cheating as hard work.
I suppose.
Well, anyway, Nazi, do you think these younger classmen are going to live up to all of our amazing accomplishments
no
as seniors?
chance.
You're right. Mr. Thomas said that the junior class gives him nightmares, especially Ernest.
All right, that's really great and all, but here's the senior class video for you guys.
Okay. Have you ever asked your parents for help with schoolwork and they weren't that much help at all? I remember when I was in middle school, I would always ask my mom for help with algebra. And you would think she'd be able to help since she had taken algebra in high school. You'd be wrong. She'd always forgotten how to do it. And when I tried to explain it to her, I'd be more lost than ever. Most parents seem to forget much of what they learned in their high school classes. And I hate to admit it, but I'll probably be one of those parents too. My kids are gonna have to reread me their textbooks for me to understand what they're even talking about. And even then, I'll be secretly Googling the answers underneath the table on my phone, so they think I'm smart. Already, I've been forgetting a lot of what I've learned. My kids are gonna ask me, what do you remember from biology? And I'll say, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. That's from a meme. I don't remember hearing that in biology. From chemistry, the only thing I'm gonna remember is that when an electron falls to its ground state, it emits light. Thank you, Mrs. Zimmerman, for dispersing the information to the class when you courageously jumped from that stool. I'll also remember that rules are important and they need to be followed. Thank you, Miss Richter, for teaching me that every day. She would always tell me, don't you know, Isaiah? These rules are important and they're there to protect you, even though we both knew that the rules were neither important nor were they there to protect me. In the end, while I value the education I received, it doesn't compare to the memories and friends that I've made along the way. While learning math, English, science, and history is important, I'm gonna cherish the people and memories I made above all else. While hearing Ms. Zimmerman talk about chemistry might have been informative, what I remember most from my chemistry class was my table. All year, me, Annika, Tiffany, Logan, and Josh would sit and play Minecraft on our computers and joke around as the class went on. That's probably why I'm not gonna remember much of what went on in school. Our conversations would range widely based on the day. Sometimes we would talk about church, our next class, our friends, homework, sometimes even the class that we were in. It was always memorable. Sometimes our conversations would just be a look to let me know that Ms. Zimmerman or some other teacher was standing right behind me, and I would need to close out the tab. This was especially true when it came to Minecraft. Every chemistry class, and I hate to admit it, but almost every other class, I would have Minecraft or some other game open. I remember our table would always be logged into Minecraft, playing on our own worlds. We'd have to signal each other at what point the teacher was in the classroom. Because when the teacher was teaching, only some of us could be playing, but when she was at her desk, other of us could have Minecraft open. Obviously, over time, we got better at this, and I hate to admit it, I got really good at Minecraft. I mean, I did beat the game 3 times during school hours on 3 separate worlds. That takes a lot of hard work and dedication. On another note, it was such a unique and rewarding experience to grow up with these same people for the past 12 years. I remember spending time with some of these people in even first grade. Still, it was always fun to meet new students. Some of my best memories were made with friends I made in 10th and 11th grade. Still, all I remember is game and movie nights at each other's houses, having fun at school. Even when we weren't together, we always found a way to talk to each other. I still have screenshots from our Skype group chats in 10th grade, the meme Instagram accounts that we made for each other, and I'll never forget crying laughing almost weekly on our Discord calls. In addition, going on trips with you guys was always the highlight of my summer. Going to DC and hearing lectures from the vice presidents, senators, congresspeople, and secretaries, it was truly an unforgettable experience. Still, all of this would be for naught without my faith. I cannot express how valuable it is to have this family in Christ. Friendships I've had outside of Maranatha for years seem utterly shallow compared to a new friend I can make here and pray with for the first time at school. Rather than friends of circumstance, we can truly connect as individuals in our faith. This faith-based family is invaluable in my eyes, and I am forever grateful for it. And looking out at my senior class, I'm sure we all feel the same. While we had a great education, it's not what we value most. We value the high school experience, the memories that we've made in the classroom, at church, at Bible studies, and in our homes. That's what we're going to be looking back on in life. So I'd like to thank my Maker for creating me for this life. I'd like to thank my family for helping me get here. I'd like to thank my teachers and other staff at Maranatha for helping to educate me. I would also like to thank my 10th grade friend group, Amber, Annika, Ivan, Amy, Elizabeth, Becca, Isaac, Crystal, and Josh, for helping me break out of my shell and have fun when I was too shy to do anything and didn't want to. And lastly, I'd like to thank all of my classmates for making all of these memories happen. I wouldn't change it for anything. Thank you.
Jazz Band will now be performing a piece written by the living jazz legend Herbie Hancock. Please enjoy Watermelon Man. Dr. Mary Michener is the program director for the Bethel Maranatha Partnership for the Associate of Arts degree program and the PSEO program. Dr. Michener has a Bachelor of Science in Child Adolescent Psychology and doctorate in Work, Community, and Family. In addition to being our program director, she teaches a variety of courses at Bethel. Dr. Michener has 20 years of experience in youth and family ministry. She facilitates groups and coaches women through forgiveness and restoration. Most recently, she has written a book called Clean Your Inner House. She speaks professionally, independently, and with Best Life Ministries. She and her husband and her 2 boys reside in Big Lake, Minnesota. Please welcome Dr. Mary Michener.
Well, I have to say it's an honor and a privilege to be here with you all tonight. This partnership that we have formed with Maranatha Christian started a mere year and a half ago. And it was the vision of Mr. Sullivan that we start this new venture with Maranatha, and it has been a huge blessing. And it's really been apparent to all of us that God's hand has been in it. The way the classes have come together, the way the faculty have come together, the way systems, if any of you know anything about systems and bureaucracy within academia, that all had to come together. And it's really been a wonderful adventure to see this come together in a way that we never anticipated. And we really look forward to the ways that this can grow in the future. And I think the best part of this partnership has been the students. Over and over again throughout the year, I would hear the faculty talk about the incredible perseverance, dedication, and aptitude of the students here at Maranatha. And that's a tribute to the faculty, to the administration, and to the family and friends who are here supporting all of you tonight. Reaching college rigor isn't an easy achievement, and many of you have done that this last year. And some of you will even complete an Associate of Arts degree, and that is to be commended. So I just want to take a moment to say congratulations to all of you, and congratulations to all of you, because it is a village that raises these students up, and they are exceptional students. Thank you.
Ms. Richter, Ms. Larson, parents, ACT tutors, SAT tutors, PSAT tutors, PLAN tutors. What's with all the initials, seniors? I mean, come on. They don't give you enough credit that you know what the test is. That's a real confidence booster, isn't it? Drama coaches, drama queens, that's 7th and 8th grade girls that are here tonight. Special guest uncles who weren't invited but just came anyways. Handsome young janitors who are math geniuses. Probation officers. College placement coaches. A jubilant staff that the year is over. Financially and emotionally exhausted parents. Jealous younger siblings. Adriana Mascarenas is out there. Why does Marina get to graduate? Grandparents who have no idea who I am. Who is that man and why is he talking to me? Distinguished guests and undistinguished guests, you know who you are. People who are bored and just watching this on cable, hello. The guy that just wandered in looking for directions, welcome, sir, to commencement. We're happy to have you. And the class of 2021. Particularly those of you who will graduate. We did mark some of those rejected, right? Some of those diplomas. Ms. Richter, good. There's always next year, Daniel, Connor. Super senior, it's awesome. Now, knowing that commencement was coming and that you'd be calling upon me to once again deliver and present another phenomenal graduation speech. One of many, I might add. I wrote a couple things down on a Post-it note that I found under my seat just a couple minutes ago. So by the way, seniors, if you have your cell phones with you, I want to make sure that they're on. I don't want you to miss any tweets, any calls, any text messages, or TikTok videos during my speech, okay? Now, speakers across the country, I got to say it's a little disturbing that you're this close. Usually I like a little more space. But speakers from across the country, are saying things to tens of thousands of seniors like you to follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. But what if your dream's ridiculous? Come on. Or saying something like be yourself, which I think is an odd piece of advice to people who are dressed identically. I mean, look at how you're dressed, right? Look at how you're dressed. I mean, you're wearing pizza boxes on your head. Now, usually, wearing a robe at this time of the day means that you've given up. Not you, class of 2021, not you. Now, at this time, I'm privileged to invite to the platform your wonderful, lovely, awesome, friendly neighborhood dean of students. Yeah, we don't have a lot of time, Mr. Thomas. So.
Yeah, my office earlier today. Yeah, y'all getting it now.
Okay, all right. So we do have a public service announcement you need to make.
Yes, we do. Actually, we have a public service announcement from the coffee house specifically. It will be closing permanently, actually.
Sad.
Due to the fact that about 75% of their revenue will be leaving the building because Joe Angie's is graduating. See, Joe, he drank so many Red Bulls over the course of this year that last weekend, when asked to mow his parents' lawn, he mowed every lawn in Corcoran and Rogers. Every lawn.
Yeah, thank you, yes. Hey, since classes officially ended for seniors a week ago, Becca has been trying to fill her time with a lot of different things. Can we say classic overachiever?
Sounds right. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So she completely replanned commencement, which is an amazing source of irritation to Mrs. Sobzak. Then she started redesigning our Associate of Arts program, much to Mr. Yancey's irritation. Then she rewrote my graduation speech, much to my irritation.
Preach.
So we started a GoFundMe page to send Becca to the Middle East.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
So she can negotiate a peace accord. So please, get behind it, give, so we can get her out of here.
So while Mr. Joe Coughlin is waiting to be drafted by Barcelona, as you saw, we're actually going to be signing him after the ceremony to a 3-year deal to coach our boys JV and varsity teams, our girls JV and varsity soccer teams, and all middle school soccer teams. Congrats, Joe. Yep, give it up. Give it up for Joe. Congrats, Joe. Please see Mr. Landers after the ceremony.
You got to sign that contract, Joe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Will has been with us since he was 2 years old. That's right. His parents couldn't afford to feed him, so they dropped him off at door 2.
I remember that day. I remember that day. Yep, I remember that.
So we went out and found him at door 2 and brought him into the building. We raised him on 17,521 nutritious school lunches. Now, contrary to what you see in Will, there are no hormonal additives or steroids in school lunches. That's according to Michelle Obama.
Thank you, Michelle. When you see people out in the real world making bricks out of straw and water, those people are not colonial reenactors, no. They are actually your classmates. They're Ivan, Isaac, Melina, and Ethan Shower, Mr. Bob, who are working for minimum wage at a history village. They didn't pay attention during this speech. Please help them because, they're your classmates and they should have paid attention. Sorry, guys.
There's a message there. Pay attention to this speech.
Yeah, please pay attention. Yes.
Now, if you see puddles and a trail of water in the building, don't worry. That's just amber. Okay?
Yep.
She couldn't help herself. She started swimming, went swimming before commencement tonight. And unfortunately, she can't stay for the reception. She got a hot date with Aquaman.
You know, Veronica's gonna be missing this reception as well. Yes, she is. She's got tennis practice. She got an interview with ESPN. She got the product endorsement. You know, Veronica. You know. But hey, look, Veronica, when you win Wimbledon, look, when you on the stage giving your speech, I need that Rolex. Yeah, right. Me, him, please.
Shout out.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out.
What you mean?
Okay.
I need one too.
Now, we're pretty sure the only reason BJ and Cherry showed up tonight was because we may have said, not we may have said.
We might have.
Yeah, we might have said.
Possibly.
You have to be physically present, not digitally present, to collect your diploma. Now, since you're already here, you might want to stick around and meet some of your classmates. How are they doing with the allergies, by the way?
I think the allergies, are the allergies good? The allergies good? No.
They got some serious allergies.
Okay, yeah, I know. It was really bad.
I don't know if you saw BJ's picture in the program, but man, that kind of looked like, you know, something from Scary Movie 6.
Terrifying.
Terrifying.
Like Get Out Part 2.
Get Out Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it kind of looked like to me.
Yeah. Looking good, BJ. Really. Yeah. Not. So, you know, right before the processional, Mr. Jason Ekior, we had to have him hand over his 5-pound bag of baby carrots, his gallon of milk, his lemon slices as kale, his 2 pounds of wheatgrass, and surprisingly, it was all under his robe. I don't know how he got it under there, but it was all in his robe.
We also had to confiscate Ellie's venti iced dirty chai from Starbucks.
Yep, that too. Yep.
And no, Ellie, your mom can't sign you out from graduation for an appointment.
An appointment. Yeah. Yep.
An appointment.
Yeah. Remember those? Yeah. Grace, my Star Wars friend Grace. She's actually missed 93 of the 82 scheduled film classes this year. I didn't know that is that, Mr. Isaacs, is that new math? Mrs. Mayo, I don't know, that's new math, I don't know. So, Grace, you will be retaking that class and parents will be sending you the bill for Miss Ranking's therapy and electroshock. See, for her session. See, Miss Julie, are you okay? You all right, Julie? You know, we know that, you know, you're taking this personally that she missed all your classes, but we got you, sister.
Hopefully this didn't trigger some
we here
tick
for you.
or something.
Yeah, right.
Now, Ellie Farron, I don't know if you know this. This is a little known secret about Ellie Farron. She loves mandatory tutoring.
Loves it.
Can't
stay away.
Lives for mandatory tutoring.
I know she does.
I don't get it, but she lives for it.
It's crazy.
Ellie, I'm excited to announce tonight that your parents have canceled your open house.
Done.
Okay? And invited all your teachers over for a barbecue for an entire Saturday afternoon. And guess what? A personalized mandatory tutoring session.
Yep,
Now, I know some of you tonight, class of 2021, you're nostalgic about, you know, you're filled with excitement. Others are kind of uncertain about the future. And 4 of you just realized you forgot to wear pants under your gown. Devin, Daniel, Evan, and Hudson.
Hudson just turned to his neighbor and he whispered, "Hey, what are y'all talking about, Hudson? Hudson, don't worry about that. Hudson, don't worry about it. We got it. Don't worry about what we're talking about." You know, between the sweetness of LeSean, Kana, Natalia, and Chloe, we all have a toothache, big old giant right in the back, toothache right here. They are the Mount Rushmore of sweetness. On the sweetness scale next year, MCA will see a huge drop.
Sad.
Very sad day.
Very sad.
Sad day.
Now, True Haas, I don't know if you know this, but she made her dress, her hat, her robe, and all of her accessories out of duct tape.
Whole thing. Yep.
And when we said, hey, True, that's not dress code tonight, she said, hey, my outfit's waterproof, it's fireproof, and it's impervious to the roast.
Triple.
Who can argue with that, right? Who can argue? And by the way, Mr. and Mrs. Duct and Mr. and Mrs. Tape are here tonight. The founders of Duct Tape, they'd like to meet you after the ceremony.
Oh. Looks like she got a job after school. Yeah, all right, yeah. Olivia and Nati, are y'all here? No, are they here? Can somebody take a picture of these two? Because I don't know what they look like. You know, this whole online school thing. You know, I don't know what they look like. They might actually be avatars powered by artificial intelligence. You know, they taking over the world with these computer stuff.
That's very alarming.
Right.
That is
it's
very
scary.
alarming.
Yep.
Now, oh, here you go. This one.
Oh, is this me again? Yes. Oh, Sydney. Sydney's high school soccer career. This culminates that career that she's had, and it marks the beginning of her Division I soccer career. Pretty nice, Sydney. Yeah. Give it up. Okay. But naturally, she looks like she's being tortured. Like, Sydney, do you know, like, it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile? I'm just saying, like, you know, like, curmudgeons are us. They're here in the back, and they want to talk to you after we get done with the ceremony here. Yeah. So might want to turn that frown upside down.
Now, for those of you that are sitting next to Grant tonight, we apologize. True has supplied you with a roll of duct tape under your seat in the event that Grant begins singing along with all of our musical selections or begins to drone on and on and on about WandaVision.
Oh, my gosh.
True has also supplied duct tape for those sitting next to Kyla in case she starts giggling uncontrollably.
We got something for her.
Hey, wait a minute.
We got something for her.
Did Kyla order that?
She did. You know when she comes.
Kyla ordered that?
She
Okay,
did. She did. Just so she wouldn't be late. You know when she's late to school, she always bring her coffee. You know, we figured we'd get it for her ahead of time.
Thank you,
right.
Kyla.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. You good with that?
I'm good.
Enjoy it, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, someone, please get Logan. Please let him know when it's 8:30 so he can begin his pre-workout. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, parents, we real sorry in advance for him doing his burpees during the ceremony at the reception. He just got to get his workout in. I tried to stop him, but Logan is an entity unto himself, so
He is.
sorry.
He is.
Yes.
So, hey, Josh Dumla, we're sorry that Zoe couldn't sit with you during graduation
Sorry, bro.
tonight.
Sorry, bro.
No juniors in the graduating class.
Not one.
In the graduating class section,
Nope,
sorry.
can't
now,
do it.
Now, if you two are experiencing some separation anxiety, Miss Floaton's available.
Yep,
right
she's
over
here. She's here.
immediately.
She's actually in my row. She's over there.
The one thing I'm not going to miss, though, is
What's
the
that?
incessant talking.
Oh, man.
The incessant talking.
Man,
I
dude
talk,
can't
talk,
stop
talk,
talking.
talk,
I'm
talk,
saying
talk.
it. Yep.
Right.
You
But we
can't
did
stop.
find a use for that next year.
What you
didn't
got?
we?
What you
Didn't
got?
we? I think Josh is going to be returning to do our daily morning announcements.
Yes, take it from me, please.
Right.
I don't want to know more. Take it. Oh, man. He really going to do our announcements next year? Yes. Hey, I got some stuff for you, man. Tonight, we have the most savage British expat graduating in Elizabeth Night. Elizabeth, we just need to know who Brother Islar is. Can you shed some light on that? We just, did I say that right? Islar? Is that
I think
how
so.
I think so. Okay,
yeah.
cool. All right, cool. I don't even know who he is.
We also have an honorary diploma tonight for Keely's water bottle, Shirley.
Yes. Shirley.
We hope she succeeds at college and achieves the same fame that she's experienced here. You can follow her on Instagram at Life as a Water Bottle.
I think I'm gonna go follow that. I'm gonna go follow that. Yep. Now we all know how scattered Caleb is, right? We know that. We know that. That is a known fact here at MCA. But it's very impressive that he is so consistent in his lack of mask wearing and constantly saying, "I don't know why I said that." Did we? Hey, Mr. Sullivan, where'd you go? How are you hiding from me, man? Did we give him any? Did we give Caleb any speaking? Are you sure? I hope not, because the scattered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Isaiah, we just want to remind you that you do get a scholarship for being valedictorian, which you heard you'll need since you spent all your money in AMC stock.
You must like movies. Now, we weren't sure. We were not sure if Marina Mascarenas would be joining us tonight. We weren't sure. But she's here. She just got off a plane and rushed here from her record 27th mission. She had 27 mission trips this year. Thank you for penciling us in your busy schedule, Miss Marina Mascarenas. Oh, my. Yes. Chi-Chi, special message from Mr. Yancey. He says third time is the charm. Third time's the charm. After graduation, make sure you ask Ethan Montgomery to show you the graphic tee he's wearing underneath his gown. You know, the graphic tee that is totally in dress code and definitely doesn't show off his tattoos. He would never think to do such a thing in this building, would he? Ethan's an angel. Yeah, sometimes.
Now, if you need Mr. Thomas tonight during the ceremony, he'll be sitting in his assigned seat next to Amon. Turns out
help me,
Amon
Jesus.
wasn't getting in trouble all year. No, that's a vicious rumor. He really just loves JT and misses him already. You ready?
What are we doing? What's that? What's that? I just broke my leg there. Just broke my leg.
I think I pulled a hammy.
Yeah, right. Yep.
pulled
I
a
got to hold
hammy.
on. I got to stretch a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Whew. All right, Jesus. Oh, I'm sweating. You know, I don't know how many people know that Justice is an amazing author. Really, inspiring, amazing author. Justice, we are all eagerly awaiting your first novel. We really are. We're thinking that maybe you should call it Coming Full Circle or Second Time's a Charm. Thoughts, young sir?
Thoughts on that?
What do you think? You good? You okay? You good? Grab your sippy cup. Grab your sippy cup. Grab your sippy cup. Now, the poster child for fashionably late is my friend, Miss Kaya Plummer. She gonna be late, but she gonna be fashionable. She gonna have the fit on. It's gonna be all right. Yep.
After tonight, Crystal, you can have off-campus lunch every day.
Every day. You ain't gotta come to my office and ask me if you made the list. You didn't make the list, you good. You can go to McDonald's on Tuesday and be all right.
Well, I think, Mr. Thomas,
What's up?
it's appropriate that we reveal who our moles
Oh,
are
yes,
when it
yes.
comes to the senior class.
Yes,
Who's
please
been
do.
mining these little nuggets
Let them know.
of embarrassing facts about the class of 2021.
Tell the truth.
You ready?
Yep.
Kataya and Lisa.
Oh, boy.
Thank you, ladies, for your service.
Yes.
The information that you've supplied us. Immediately following the ceremony tonight, you'll be whisked to a safe house because you'll need to be at a safe house.
Yeah, because they coming
For a
y'all.
debriefing, and the CIA is interested in employing you.
CIA, yeah. Central Intelligence, okay. If you hear like random Latin phrases throughout this evening, just know that it's Jacob with his rolled up diploma as a wand yelling Harry Potter spells. We probably shouldn't have let him watch them movies, The Order of the Phoenix, we should have never, no. If you happen to hear video game noises, that's Josh, yes, he's been sneaking in his Nintendo Switch all week. We're pretty sure he got about several of them under his gown. Josh, I'm gonna need a couple of them joints though, man. I like Mario a lot, so.
We also, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we had to have a lot more graduation practice this week between Noah going off in the corner with his guitar and singing feelings over and over again. And then just enlisting random strangers to do the oh part, right? And then Christian saying everyone's lines in a different voice and a different accent, and then throwing his drumstick, just put out whose eye did he put out over there?
I don't know, somebody's eye.
Yeah, somebody's eye over there.
Somebody's whole eye.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gone.
No. Hey, chicks, they dig eye patches.
They really do. Yeah, you'll be all right.
But after, and so these things, the time just kind of doubled. And so what happened was, Connor kind of snapped. He just snapped. He threatened to cut off his hair.
Lord Jesus.
I mean, and all of a sudden the whole class pulled together.
Yes, they did.
It was amazing. It's just
Yes, they
because
did.
he's like Samson. He's like Samson. His power lies in his hair.
Yes,
man.
it does.
And we don't want to see Connor lose his power.
Hasn't cut it since he was 5.
Right?
Yep.
Well done, Mr. Thomas.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Well done.
Yes, absolutely.
On a more serious note, I think it's appropriate that we acknowledge seniors who are graduating with a cumulative grade point average of 4.0 or higher. I'd like to take a moment and acknowledge these seniors, so when I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Isaiah Larson, Rebecca Bailey, Elizabeth Knight, Marina Mascarenas, Amber Kroomquist, Grace Fabianchi, Crystal Regabar, Ellie Horvath, Isaac Olson, Josh Dumala, Keely Colbreck, Chloe Toledo, Leishan Fulhart, and Jason Ikior. Let's congratulate the seniors. You may be seated. Thank you. Our Associate of Arts students completed not just their high school diploma, but in partnership with the Bethel University, they also earned credits required for an Associate of Arts degree. This is a very significant achievement, and congratulations to all of our Associate Arts participants and graduates. And so as I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Isaiah Larson, Rebecca Bailey, Isaac Olson, Grace Fabianchi, Crystal Regabar, Elizabeth Knight, Josh Dumala, and Marina Mascarenas. Congratulations. You may be seated. Thank you. So class of 2021, graduations is certainly a celebration of you and your accomplishments, but it also is for others, for your siblings, your extended family, the school, the faculty, staff, and administration who've worked hard for this moment also. But I think equally important is for your parents. Your parents in many ways have changed countless diapers, wiped your tears, loved you unconditionally, worried about you, prayed for you, encouraged you, took you to school, helped with your homework when they could, spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on you, and they served and they mentored and they taught you. So tonight is also for them. And so graduates, I think it's appropriate that we thank them. Thank your parents. Right. Now, in this last kind of commencement address for me, I thought about this quite a bit and prayed about it. And, you have speakers throughout the land that are kind of mulling over what kind of profound statements to make, at commencements to graduating classes like yours. And I think an appropriate and humble suggestion would be to reference what is considered to be the greatest Christian commencement address of the 20th century. And it was delivered by a forgotten scholar, J. Gresham Machen, and it was delivered at Hampton Sydney College in Virginia 92 years ago. And, before we go any further, I want to take a minute and just give a little background on Dr. Machen. He was an example of what it means to be a strong and courageous Christian in the cause of Christ. In 1929, he had taught 23 years New Testament, really just concentrated New Testament at Princeton Theological Seminary, a beautiful place that had been taken over by theological liberals. He had suffered personal attacks in a decade-long seminary war, which he ultimately lost. And Dr. Machen will return to Princeton upon, his graduation, after his graduation address in Virginia, only to pack up his belongings and undertake the formation of Westminster Theological Seminary. Now, after founding that seminary, Machen spent the better part of his life training and mentoring a generation of pastors and ministers, people you might recognize, Billy Graham, Nelson Bell, who founded Christianity Today, and future presidents of Fuller Theological Seminary and numerous other seminaries. And calmly, with a heavy heart, he began his Hampton Sydney talk by noting, it's a serious thing. This is a serious thing in these days, even from the worldly point of view, to become a Christian. The person who enters upon the Christian life is enlisting in a warfare against the whole current of the age. And I think that is true today as much as it was in 1929. He acknowledged that the conflict can be avoided if one who professes Christianity adapts his message to the desires of those who are around him. Machen went on to say that such Christianity causes no more disturbance than is caused by a stream, by a chip that floats downward with the current. But very different is the case if the Christian proclaims without fear or favor the gospel that is contained in God's word. They will make a difference in this world for the sake of the next. And Machen called upon the graduates that night to possess the courage to make a difference in this world, not as cultural Christians, but through a true and genuine commitment to a lifelong relationship and a lifelong journey with Jesus Christ. Now, when you think about the word commitment, what do you think? Perhaps a picture of a loving husband who's caring for his terminal wife. Maybe you envision a business owner who puts her personal resources and her personal reputation on the line to lead her company through challenging times. Perhaps the scene comes to mind of a group of soldiers in Afghanistan who willingly enter harm's way to protect our country and their comrades in arms. Or being here tonight, being here tonight in those red robes, fulfilling the commitments and high standards of graduation, being eligible to receive that diploma from Maranatha as well as that diploma from the University of, or Bethel University. These are all wonderful examples of commitment. But have you ever considered the fact that individuals who act in less admirable ways are also committed? People who watch the clock at work are committed to really making it through the day so they can go home. Others who spend their free time gaming and watching television constantly are committed to really taking the easy path. People who cheat on their income tax are interested in gaming the system. They're committed to it, beating the system. When it comes to the life of significance, the vital question for you tonight as you stand on the threshold between childhood and adulthood isn't, am I committed? It's, what am I committed to? What am I committed to? And interestingly enough, this is the essence of Dr. Machen's message in 1929. Now, over the years, I've had the opportunity to observe a lot of remarkable individuals who I think are make-a-difference people, the kind of people Dr. Machen talked about, the kind of people you want in your life, the kind of people you want on your team, the kind of people that make you better as a person. These difference makers, they stand out from everybody else because they have a deep level of conviction, a deep level of commitment to their values and to others. So in the couple minutes that I have left, these couple minutes I have remaining, I want to challenge you as Dr. Machen did 92 years ago with three simple charges. Three simple charges. Be committed to personal excellence. Be committed to personal excellence. Conforming to somebody else's standard of excellence can't be the option. A person committed to personal excellence sets their own bar, and they set it high. They set it high. If you want to be that difference maker, you want to be that world changer, that man and woman of destiny that I believe, I am convinced you are called to be, your bar of excellence should be higher than anybody else's. In other words, you could expect more out of yourself than anyone expects from you. Endeavor to possess that same exemplary spirit of personal excellence that Daniel did. He's one of a handful of people in the Bible that God says nothing negative about. Although he has the same human nature and he navigates the same challenges and circumstances we all do, because of that spirit embodied in his character, convictions, courage, and compassion, he was that man of excellence. Secondly, commit yourself to a life of service. Really, a life of service. Anyone can call themselves a servant leader, but that description is meaningless if there's not corresponding evidence. There has to be evidence that you are, in fact, a servant leader. True servanthood manifests itself in a couple ways, as putting others ahead of your own agenda. True servants aren't in it for themselves. They're committed to the growth and well-being of the people around them, the people that they're serving. And I'm going to paraphrase this out of John 13. But Jesus knew that all things belonged to him, and he was getting ready to go back to heaven to the life that he had before with his Father. He wanted to convey, though, to his disciples what his purpose had been and what their purpose would be after he's gone. So he poured water in a basin and began to wash their feet, signifying a surrendering of himself and modeling a life of humility, service, and ministry to others. Now think about it. I want you to think about it. What's happening right here? Jesus is at the hardest part of his life. The pinnacle of his purpose is coming. He's going to die on the cross. And yet he takes the time to minister to his disciples. Anybody, including Jesus, would have the right to say, hey, minister to me. I'm about to die. Right? But he puts the needs of others above his own needs. This type of service often takes us out of our comfort zone, and it requires confidence. Yeah, some self-confidence, but I would say more importantly, a confidence in God. And as Jesus took the towel and the basin to wash the disciples' feet, he assumes that servant role. He, through his actions, demonstrates emotional and psychological security, which is essential to godly leadership. And then Machen continues by saying, true servanthood initiates service to others. It doesn't wait to be served. It doesn't wait to be asked to serve. It goes first. It initiates. It sees a need, and it works to address that need. And that true servanthood is not position conscious. It's not hung up on a title. It's not hung up on a station in life. You show me a person who serves, and I'll show you someone who cares very little about a title. Their identity is firmly rooted in God, not in their position, not in their status. And lastly, Dr. Machin and I, as head of school, say that this make a difference person is committed to personal growth. Now, I found that there are three types of people in this life. There are the unlearned, the learned, and the learning. If you want to make a positive contribution in your life, never stop stretching, never stop growing, never stop developing, never stop learning. Make a concerted effort to learn today what will help you do better tomorrow. If you grow in the right areas today, you'll reap the right rewards tomorrow. Now that I've described the characteristics, the same characteristics cited in the greatest commencement address of the 20th century that really make a difference people apart, it's time to really kind of get personal. It's to really get personal for a minute. As you leave us tonight, it's my hope. It's our hope. It's our prayer. It really is that you honor these commitments. And if Dr. Machin was with us tonight, he'd add, the primary one really is that you continue to pursue God. Pursue God in his highest, his best, and stay true to your faith. Stay true to your faith. Be the change makers, the agents of hope, the agents of reconciliation that he's called you to be. And Machin concluded his address with one addendum. He advised graduates to read the Gospels. Read the Gospels. Don't study them as you did in New Testament coursework, but read them and just let the amazing figure of Jesus stand before your eyes. And you're going to be convinced that the pathway to greatness, the pathway to true success in this life leads to the feet of Jesus Christ. God bless you, class of 2021. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You are our best. We love you. We love you. I'll say this, I thank you for that standing ovation, and normally I'm not very I find myself at a loss for words, speechless, right? And I was at that moment. But, I love my time at Maranatha. I love my time at Maranatha, and I love my time at Maranatha because of these students. Really, because of you, right? I mean, we have the best, we have the brightest, we have the most phenomenal students in our school. And I'm hopeful for our future. I'm hopeful for our future because of you. I mean, we have a tremendous staff and faculty and administration that have aligned with the mission and promoted the mission. We have tremendous parents who've so selflessly invested in the lives of their own children and the culture of our school. But really, it's our kids. It's our kids. And ultimately, it's the Lord, right? It's the Lord. And I think the distinctive about Maranatha is it is God's school. It is God's school. It's never been my school. It's always been his school. And so you guys, I'm proud of you. I am. I'm sincerely humbled and enriched that you're a part of my life. And I'm looking forward to hearing great things about what you accomplish as you leave here. Enjoy a short video containing some fun facts about our graduates.
As the class of 2021 prepares to receive their diplomas, we thought you might be interested in hearing some impressive facts and statistics about this amazing graduating class. 14 members of this class have accumulated GPA of 4.0 or higher, and 64% are wearing honor cords indicating a GPA of 3.5 or above. 11 members of this class have a cumulative GPA of 3.0 to 3.49, which means we have a total of 87% of the class wearing cords. 6 members of this class received a 30 or higher on their ACT composite or the SAT equivalent. 74% of the senior class has successfully completed multiple college-level courses while in high school. 52% of the class of 2021 are members of the National Honor Society, meeting national standards in leadership, scholarship, service, and personal character, and are recognized tonight wearing white stoles. 44% of the students have been at MCA for 10 years or more, with 6 of them attending here for 15 years. This class has accumulated over 3,870 hours of service learning in their senior year, and 18,477 hours in their high school career. That averages to 77 hours per graduate for this year and 369 hours per graduate over all 4 years. Total scholarship dollars offered to date to this class, primarily by post-secondary institutions, equals $4.4 million. Other interesting facts about this graduating class include 13 seniors have participated in the Mexico missions trip sponsored by the school, and several helped to lead worship for a church service while there. 6 seniors participated in the Kufi youth trip to Washington. 6 seniors have signed to play college athletics. This class had 8 students who will receive their Associate of Arts degree tonight. They are wearing a blue cord. 1 senior completed the Superior Hiking Trail. 1 senior received the Athena Award, which recognizes accomplishments of top female athletes from local high schools. Eligibility is determined by the number of varsity sports lettered in, academic standing, community service, and their community impact, and awards won at the varsity level. SolidWorks is a professional design and modeling software widely used in the engineering and drafting industry. Students have practiced and trained above and beyond coursework to achieve this success. Maranatha is proud to have 2 seniors who have reached their SolidWorks certification at the associate level. Each year, our senior class votes to select 2 members from their graduating class, 1 boy and 1 girl, and recognizes them with our Timothean Award. In the Bible, Timothy exemplifies a young man who demonstrates qualities of maturity, character, and leadership that sets him apart from his peers. When we vote for our Timothean representatives each year, we ask the senior class to reflect on their classmates over their high school years and vote for the 2 people who, like Timothy, stand apart in those same traits. Maranatha recognizes this award with a trophy and a scholarship of $500. This year, our 2021 Timothean Award recipients were recognized at the awards ceremony, and they are Marina Mascarenas and Caleb Krieg. In addition to all the outstanding accomplishments listed above, the class of 2021 has endured quite the year through a worldwide pandemic, social unrest, masks, social distancing, limited get-togethers, and so much more. We are so proud of this resilient class. Faculty, parents, honored guests, I present to you the class of 2021, ready for graduation.
You, our graduates, have met or exceeded the requirements of graduation of Maranatha Christian Academy in the state of Minnesota, and at this time, we are privileged to present to you a diploma of graduation.
Joseph August Andrews. Joseph William Lee Coughlin.
Katea Elizabeth Krim.
Amber Elna Kroonquist.
Joshua James Crumpton.
Evan James Cullen.
Bullafil John Nene Davies Jr.
EJ, super proud of you.
Christian Blake Dodd. Jason Abraham Treye Prebe Ekior.
Abraham, congratulations, man.
Ellie Sophia Elizabeth Farrand.
Lee Sean Catherine Fullhart.
Sean, congratulations. God bless you.
Nati Gurma.
Nadi, amen. Love you. I'm super proud of you.
True Elizabeth Hawes.
True, super proud of you. God bless you.
Lisa Teresa Harris.
Lisa, super proud of you. Hey, we're going to miss you so much. God bless you.
Cherish Eve Henderson.
Cherish, hey, God bless you. Congratulations.
Daniel Joseph Herzog.
Congratulations, Daniel. I'm super proud of you, man.
Hudson Todd Holst.
You guys practiced that, didn't you? Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations. Ellen Rose Horvath.
Ellie, congratulations. Super proud of you.
Chintita Kana Nsinsime.
Dana, oh my gosh, congratulations. Super proud of you.
Olivia Hope Jacobson.
Olivia, congratulations. God bless you.
Logan Christopher Johnson.
Congratulations, man. Proud of you.
Natalia Iris Johnson.
Natalia, we're going to miss you so much. God bless you.
Sydney K. Johnson.
Sydney, congratulations.
William Jacob Keatsman.
Willie, good to see you, buddy. Congratulations, man.
Grant James Kirschbaum.
Congratulations.
Keely Grace Colbrick.
Keely, super proud of you. If you didn't know, I knew what you wanted.
Caleb William Krieg.
Super proud of you, man. God bless you.
Milena Nicole Moretsky.
Lena, congratulations. God bless you.
Ivan Thomas Merrill.
Ivan, congratulations.
Aman Ondicho Makua.
We got better moves than that, man.
Ethan Michael Montgomery.
You're not going to dance like that? No, okay.
Justice Paladin Perez.
Justice, super proud of you, man. God bless you.
Kaya Jean Plummer.
Kaya, congratulations. God bless you.
Jacob Douglas Robertson.
Jake, super proud of you, man. Congratulations.
Veronica Eliana Chinquita Rodriguez Garcia.
Yeah. Oh, man. Congratulations.
Ethan Joseph Schauer.
proud of you.
Connor Kennedy Schmidt.
Connor, man, God bless you. Congratulations.
Noah Scott Sabinski.
Noah, hey man, congratulations, buddy. Thank you.
Kyla Shea Seitz.
Hey, thanks for the coffee. God bless you. Congratulations.
Devin Dakota Tashner.
More cowbell, right? Okay, man, congratulations. God bless you.
Chloe Abigail Toledo.
Chloe, super proud of you. God bless you.
Mary, we'll have you stand up as well and give you this. You want to stand there? Rebecca Naomi Bailey.
Hey, great speech.
Joshua Israel Dumala.
Congratulations, Josh. Super proud of you.
Grace Catherine Ann Fabianchi.
Grace, congratulations.
Elizabeth Joy Knight.
Elizabeth, congratulations.
Isaiah Jacob Larson.
Isaiah, nice job. Congratulations. Good speech.
Marina Marcella Mascarenas.
Marina, congratulations. Super proud of you.
Isaac John Olson.
Isaac, nice job, man. Congratulations.
Crystal Alicia Ragubar.
Crystal, super proud of you. Congratulations. God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege to introduce to you the graduated class of 2021.
Hello, I'm Rebecca Bailey.
And I'm Natalia Johnson.
Sadly, this has come to an end. And on behalf of the class of 2021, we'd like to thank MCA parents, grandparents, family members, and friends for making this all possible. From the bottom of our hearts, we thank you all for the sacrifices you made and hard work you put in to help us succeed.
You have taught us 1,000 things. You have made us mature. You have been there for us through everything. And most of all, you have been part of the best years of our lives. I mostly want to thank my mom and dad for always supporting me in everything, always helping me out. I also want to thank my aunt for always giving me advice and just having a lot of fun with me. And I also want to thank God for always just being there for me whenever I need him. And I want to thank my teachers for always supporting me in everything and always helping me out.
Before we go, let us bow our heads and pray.
Our Father, I ask you to bless the lives of all of the graduates. I ask you to give them all of the forces of the whole world to pursue their dreams and never to give up. I also thank you for making everything possible. I thank you for the incredible family you have given me and friends with those with which you have blessed me. And I thank you for giving us the talents, skills, and strength to end this chapter of our lives.
Lord, bless the teachers, staff, and parents for all the time and effort they put into helping us throughout these years. Thank you, Lord, that we, class of 2021, can show your love to the world around us and be a light to everyone we meet. Thank you for loving us, Father. In Jesus' name, amen.
We ask you to please meet us in the fellowship hall for the reception and visit us there. For now, please remain seated until all of the graduates and the administrations have exited the stage. Once everybody has exited, you may exit to the atrium through the doors behind us. But first, sit back and enjoy as the graduates exit. Thank you.